Good morning from Bognor Regis. I stayed in the Royal Norfolk Hotel. Oh, that's not right nice. Scaffolding. I stayed at Royal Norfolk Hotel last night. It was really lovely. I've had breakfast, I've had pork stag on toast. And now I'm off to Brighton. Because my sister says, oh, while you're down there, you should go to Brighton, you'll like it. She says it's really good. And I've never been to Brighton, so I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely amazing. But yeah, looking forward to this. Not sure how I get there, but there's a train station, so it can't be that long because it's only down coast a bit, isn't it? I made it. I'm here. I made it to Brighton. I'm quite excited about this because I've never been, so it's somewhere new to tick off the list. I have no idea what to expect. It's a big place. I knew it'd be big, but it's a lot bigger than what I thought. It's like a proper city centre, this. That place is named after me. It's the Wafflemeister. I've booked in a Britannia hotel, but I can't get in until 2 o'clock. I should have booked in there, really. That'd have been interesting. Well, look at that. That pier's seen better days, hasn't it? Right, where are we going to go? I'm confused. It's too big. I'll go down here and I'll work my way back. There's a big pole there.
Wouldn't you agree, matron?
What does that big pole do?
Oh, matron!
I know there's like an electric railway thing along the front somewhere. I'd like to go on that. I don't know where that is. I think I need to sit down and have a look and plan me trip. I wonder where my Britannia is. Do you think it'll be on the front? They're usually the big old buildings, aren't they? I had a feeling it'd be that hotel, the Grand. I thought that might be the Britannia. Well, it's not the one I'm staying in. There might be 2 Britannias. But as an example of what atrocities were committed in the 60s, look at that building next to it. On the front, right on the front, next to a beautiful Victorian building. I mean, that double tree is bad enough, but at least it's tried to keep in with the style a little bit. That, how did they get away with stuff like that? It's oppressive. It's saying to the people, you don't deserve nice things to look at, you're nothing. That's my opinion anyway. At least the Victorian, even the ancient Greeks used to build beautiful things. Every generation, for thousands of years, people built beautiful architecture. And then the 60s came, and maybe that was when all the capitalists started to sort of think, hang on, we've got to maximise as much profit as we can out of these buildings. And people would say, yeah, but they're ugly. What about the people? People are not going to like it. And then the architects and the companies and what have you, they'd say, we're not bothered about them, it's just about money. It's like when they started building houses and they were just boxes. I mean, look at that. How beautiful is that? And look at that. How on earth? I don't even know what it is. What is it? Like an electricity substation or something? Or is it a prison? It may as well be. I think I might be going up that. Although I'm going to have to wait for ages for it to come back down. But it'll be worth it. As long as they've cleaned windows. It looks quite good. I've just been moaning about modern architecture, haven't I? But that's different. Look at this. That's nice, isn't it? I'm liking that sort of square. I've just found this on one of these beautiful lampposts. The Borough of Brighton, the inauguration ceremony of lighting the front by electricity was performed by Miss Ewa, Mayoress of Brighton, switching on the light from this column on the 16th of September 1893. There's some other stuff there, which is a bit complicated. And look at this, all beautiful. Sort of, when architecture would celebrate humanity, but yet, and then probably started late 50s, definitely 60s, it then became indifferent. It didn't care about people. This cared about people. You could imagine the great ceremony when all the people here in the but people used to make effort as well, didn't they? You know, they'd dress up. You can imagine in the Victorian period, you know, people in the sort of best clothes coming to see the lights being switched on. Fast forward to today, people in the throwaway fashion, being oppressed, working in, I don't know if that's housing or offices, but you know, it's oppressive, isn't it? And it doesn't care about people. That's definitely, I want to shut up about architecture now. I'm not going to keep going on about it. I want to go in this cafe and have a Coke or something. Yeah, I've sat there and had my Coke. Most of the stuff's down that way, but I don't want to go all the way down there to pier and then have to come all the way back because my hotel's just behind me. So I'm going to keep going down here and have a look. I think there's a nice park, and then walk back for 2 o'clock to get the bag checked in. Then I can look round proper. I need to cross over really, because I think all the action's over there. I think there's people doing yoga, or they're doing something. That's just so bright and into. Well, they've got yoga mats. They've got earphones on it. It'd be some new fandangled. Look, they've cordoned it off with glitter. They're having a silent disco. There'll be some hippie stuff. I was just looking out of at beach, and there were an old bloke in a thong bending over and doing stretches. They're always doing stuff like that, aren't they? They can't just lay down, they've got to like flex around, showing it off. I've just been involved in a school survey. I was walking down and some young girls and the teacher come up to me. Do you mind answering some questions about Brighton? I says, I've no idea about it. She says, well, just make it up. They were asking me about the beach management, what my thoughts are and the risks of flooding and stuff like that. But they were doing their school work, so I obliged and just made stuff up. So I'll ask you the questions. I'll ask you 2 other questions. How well managed do you think the beach is? Marks from 1 to 5, let's have a look. It's tidy, isn't it? It's very clean. So I gave it 4. Because I'm a Yorkshireman, so you can never give anything top scores, so I gave it a 4. And she said, can you give 1 word to describe the condition of the beach? And I put tidy. And then, what do you think the risks of flooding are in Brighton? And I put, I can't remember what I said, hardly any risk of flooding. Because I think they were like going towards like environmental stuff. I thought, I'm not falling for that. It goes on for miles, this promenade. It's 5 kilometres, you know, and I'm going there and back. I'm not messing, but it's beautiful, I'm loving it. And I'm looking, there's all like school trips on beach and everything. And when you see how different it is, you know, like when you see kids on school trips today with their like smartphones and the neck pillows and all that stuff. I mean, what did we have? You'd go on, like your school trip would be like a trip to a car park in Wigan to look at pigeons or something like that. Teacher'd be there with 20 Benson Kings. Do you remember? There's some kids would be smoking with teachers. That's really what it was like. I'm just thinking to myself about how rough my school was, and I think a lot of your schools were probably like it in the 70s. Do you remember old radiators that you'd burn to death on them? You'd need a skin graft. You had to wear like a tin hat in classroom, didn't you? There were regularly people getting stabbed. I'm not making light of that, that's true. I remember, do you know, this will have been in the 80s, do you remember when cheaters strikes were kicking off? And we all thought, because as students we all valued our education, so we thought, do you know what, teachers are going on strike, Sodom, we're going on strike. So we all school went on strike. And we all congregated on playing fields, and we felt like we were being right rebels. And then Assistant Ed, Bomber Berlin, come out. Oh, she was scary. She'd come out and give us all a telling off. So we're like, oh, all right. So that strike lasted literally 5 minutes. I'm trying to work out what that is. It looks like a Dutch mosque, doesn't it? It's a bit weird, that. I don't like it. I don't like that like eggshell blue. And I bet it's about £5 million that's cost. It'll be apartments. But it's next to ice cream place, so that's a bonus, isn't it? I bet they're all Italian people that live in there. There's another man in a thong on the beach. And it's like, he's with a woman as well, do you know what I mean? You could understand it if it were two men, because that might be what they do. But if I says to Ellen, if we were at beach and I said I'm putting my thong on, she'd be like, you bloody not. It'd be traumatic. They'd have to shut beach down, they'd have to put a cordon round, they'd be putting like big fences up and everything. You know, like when somebody has a fall in Meadow Hall and they put them things around, it'd be like that. There's a bloke from Barnsley in a thong. Even seagulls are posh. Compare seagulls in Brighton to ones in Bridlington, it's no comparison. If they were like a fight, Bridlington seagulls would definitely win though. Because they have to like fend for themselves, you know what I mean? Round here, they probably get fed. I don't know why I've come down here. It's worst street I could have come down. It looked good front bottom, but there's no happening. There's just like, all these cars are covered in seagull crap. That's why people don't really have flash cars around here. Mind you, they probably can't afford it without rent they're paying. Oh, look down there. That looks good, doesn't it? I'm going down there. Oh shit, I'm not. I might get run over. There's a crossing here. I'm going on crossing. I risk my life for you lot. I'm reckless. I broke into Butlins yesterday and now I'm trying to cross without using. Look at that there. That's not covered in seagull crap, is it? I'm sweating like a glass blower's ass. That's what somebody said on my video. I think that's what they said. That was quite funny. Right, what's down here? I don't even know if I'm in Brighton, to be honest with you. This might be Hove. Here you go, fella.
Oh, come on, mate.
Is this Brighton here, or is this actually, it's Hove, is it? So Brighton's that way. Nice one, thanks a lot, mate.
YouTube videos.
I do YouTube, yeah. You recognise me? You've seen me on Crime Watch?
Did you once go to Pickwick?
No.
No, wait.
It weren't me. They'll have been a proper YouTuber, not like me. Anyway, nice talking to you.
Just Hove, mate.
It's Hove, right. I'll have a wander around. Is there much up here? No.
Got the sea down there.
Yeah.
The better part of Hove, if you go left here,
Yeah.
and then you go into a nice bit.
I'll go down there then. All right, mate. Nice talking to you. People get that used to seeing YouTubers walking around with cameras, and they're like, so they associate YouTube with it. So they're like, you're that YouTuber, and I'm like, no, I'm not that good one. Right, we're going down this way. I'm bald and bankrupt. Me? Well, I'm bankrupt nearly. And I am bald and bankrupt. I'm bald and nearly bankrupt. Look at that. Is that Town Hall? If that's Town Hall, you know, that makes a change. They're normally best buildings. When you go to a town halls are always best buildings because they like to look after themselves. But that's a bit minging, isn't it? So I guess it's a good sign. But it might not be Town Hall. Oh, it is Hove Town Hall. Well, that's the worst Town Hall I've ever seen. So good on you, Hove. What about in here? That's shady, isn't it? Let's have a look. Probably need a mortgage. So I was all flustered when I came in, and the lovely girl, who's from Sweden, by the way, she said, and her English is fantastic. She said, I said, oh, I'm a bit sweaty, I'm tired out, I've walked for miles. She says, oh, can I get you a glass of tap water? So that's very kind of her. We've got water and we've got beer. We'll go for beer first. Not a brilliant choice, I'm afraid. But is bad beer better than no beer? I don't know, it's probably not, is it? It needs a bloody flower in it, that. I hope that's not just the vase that they fetch me. Actually, there's not much difference between the water and the beer. Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Thank you. I think my eyes are bigger than my belly. I thought this was going to be a light snack. There's no way I'm going to eat all that. As you all know, my body's a temple. It's in ruins. Look at that. Oh my. That's insane. Oh God. That's special. You know, with the sweet brioche and the ham and the cheese, that really is. Oh. That's up there. I know YouTubers always go over the top, don't they? But that is good. That was gorgeous. I really enjoyed that. It was a shame that they'd only got rubbish beer, but I still got another one just to test it out. Because I've been sat there wasting a bit of time until it's time to check into my hotel. So that's where I'm going now. I'm going to check into the Britannia hotel. I think it's called the Study Hotel. I don't know what that means. And I'm going to check in there, dump my bag in the room, and then I can do some proper sightseeing, go to the pavilion, go on that train, go on the pier and stuff like that. This is probably the rougher part of Brighton, and it's no surprise this is where the Britannia Hotel is. Well, that's nice down there though, look at that. So the sat-nav says it's here, and I've been looking on my phone, I've had to bring a photograph up. It's that's it. Study Hotel. Oh. I mean, it's right at the centre of it. Is this like a student thing? How do you get in? Hi there.
So you're going to be on the first floor?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
No problem.
Breakfast also on
Is that included?
It is, and it's on the first floor as well,
All
not
right.
too far away from your
Not
room.
far to go then.
This is the timings.
Okay.
Anything else, there's always someone at the desk.
Right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Okay.
Right, let's have a look here. I don't know what to expect. Let's see what we've got. Oh my God. Well, I can work there, that's good. I can edit. Oh, this is all right. It's a little bit sparse, isn't it? But good view. We don't need a murder hatch, we can have a murder window in this one. And this floor's really slippy. It's been polished within an inch of its life, which is good. Let's stick that on there. Let's have a look what we've got. Here's a shower, toilet, sink. What more do you want? It was £96. I mean, Brighton's expensive, so I think £96 is quite cheap. We've got a fridge, look. We've got a safe, a fan. I could have done with that last night. So, TV and desk. Let's test the bed. I might have a little nap actually. Oh. People can see. Hey, I hope there's curtains. So, I've been laid here looking at this window, worrying, but there's a blind. There's blinds in window, because I thought all those other windows, they can look at me. I don't want ladies looking at me when I'm in my pants tonight. Anyway, I'm going to splash my face with cold water and then we're going to head into Brighton and do some proper looking around. All right, let's go. 16-minute walk away. I can cope with that. So we'll go there, we'll go to the pavilion. No doubt you've got to pay to go in there. That'll be a fortune. And then we'll go to pier and we'll just have a mooch around down that end. Oh, I want to go on that train. I better get a move on because these things will shut, won't they? Oh, look at this. This is cool. I'm going down here. This is a cool street. I'm going off script here. I'm going out away from my general direction, but I like the look of it. Could go in there and get my nipple pierced. I reckon it would be a good pub crawl, Brighton. So this is obviously some sort of area. Do you know what I mean? Like old towns and that have a certain area. I don't know what it is. You'll be able to tell me in comments, but it's quite cool. What's down here? Oh, look at it down here. You probably need a full weekend to explore Brighton. I just keep finding these little nooks and crannies in these back streets and stuff. It goes on for miles, this area. It's massive. It's really cool. Oh, this street lets it down though. So I'm going down this one. That's a Pizza Express. Probably the coolest one I've seen. Brighton Dome, what's that? I need to look on my map. The Mash Tun looks an interesting pub. Hang on, I need to be down here, yeah. I've got to say, I'm really liking Brighton. It's got a good vibe. It's bright. It's sort of proud. It's very arty. It's great. You know, when you go to towns and cities, for the first time, it's like when we went to Liverpool, that was the same sort of feeling. And Hull and Newcastle. And I always know when I go to a good place and I'll phone Helen up and say, we need to come here for a night out. And this feels the same sort of vibe. I bet it's a cracking night out. They need to watch it low. Is this the Royal Pavilion? Is that it there? Is it the sort of thing that you have to pay to go in and look round?
Yeah, there is a ticket there to enter.
Is it this way? Right.
And then when you get to the middle of the garden, turn to the left between the two flags. There's like a small dome and there's an entrance there.
Lovely.
And that building over there that was the stables is now a museum. And
right. Lovely. Thank you. Excellent. They're doing it out, look.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
You can't go anywhere, can you, without seagulls kicking off? Yeah, joking to you. How much do you reckon it is to go in here then? I mean, I'm not going to go round, obviously. But I'll see if I can get a look from the front, get a feel for it. But it's nice gardens. I know you're probably saying, oh, I can't believe you're not going in, but you've only got so much time when you come to do a vlog and there's a lot of stuff to see. And there'll be loads of videos that'll show you inside. I don't go into that sort of detail. I just wander around. Look, I'll tell you what, I'll show you that. Just pause the video and read that. It don't look my cup of tea. So, it was built by George IV, who were a right knob. He was, look him up. Oh, there's Marilyn Manson there. I shouldn't film people. Yeah, so George III, you know, was like the mad king. They said he was the mad king, but he just had mental health issues, but they sort of mocked him and everything. But his son, George IV, who built this, was so extravagant. And he built this as he called it his pleasure palace in Brighton as well. And he was just a right womanizer. He was horrible. And apparently he was really charming as well and quite sophisticated, but he ruined it all. He was a complete womanizer. And he had numerous affairs. The country absolutely hated him. And he was massive, because he just overindulged. Do you remember all those sort of like Regency cartoons where they would sort of depict him as a big fat oaf? Yeah, that's George IV. Oh, he's ruining me history. Where else could you get that? A bit of history, accompanied by punk music. Only in Brighton. So he was a womanizer, and he had absolutely massive debts, and he begged with Parliament to sort of let him off, and they reluctantly agreed, and they agreed to up his income, and they upped his income to something like £60,000 a year, but we're talking in about 1780s, 1790s, which by today's income, that would be tens of millions of pounds a year. And if you take into account percentage of GDP, it's even more. He was earning more than some small countries, and he spent it all on just stuff like this and boozing and art. He had good taste with art and everything, but I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's lovely inside, but I guess for the time it was good, but it's not really doing it. It's not really inspiring me, that. And on that bombshell, this is nice round here, so these will all be Georgian as well. And of course, that's where the term comes from, isn't it? Was it George III, so his dad? Is that where the name Georgian comes from? Because I think George IV was Regency. You do realise everything I say, take it with a pinch of salt. So there you go. That is the Brighton Pavilion. I'm going down to the pier now. God knows where that is. I assume that way. It's a massive place, Brighton. It's massive. Oh, down here. Don't they call it Little London by the Sea? And I get that. There's just so much stuff going on. This is obviously the main bit, the pier there. So I'm going to go on this train, and then I'm going to come back to the pier, go down the pier. What's that tower there? That looks like it might be one of the things you slide down. A zip wire. Oh yeah. How far does it go, this train? I'm just trying to work out whether to get a return or not.
It's a mile.
Is it a mile?
That's 15 minutes to get out there.
Right. I'll get a return then, if that's all right. It looks like it's just gone because I'm at front at queue here. I'm going to be stood here, aren't I? To go on this electric railway. There's going to be only me on it, I'm telling you. People will be like, I can't believe he's gone on that bloody electric railway. It's right rubbish. That weren't a lot of money though. How much have I paid? £6 something. It weren't a lot of money, that. And it's a mile each way, so. I'm not an idiot. I've done enough walking today. She'll have to reverse it. Oh. Little bonus toot there on the horn. Take your time.
Yeah, man, I got whiplash.
I'm first on. I'm not messing about today. Nobody will sit next to me because I look special. There's the steering wheel. Anticipation's killing me. I'm sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Hey. I reckon they live there then, don't they? I got a wave. Gotta get the waving going. Look at this here. That's quite cool. I like that. You think she'll wave? Yep.
This is halfway, stay on board for Blackrock.
Oh wow.
This is halfway, stay on for aquarium.
Jolly well, go.
Hello.
Great to see you, mate. Great to see you. This is Blackrock, all change please, all change.
What's that sign say? No disco dancing.
No dancing, pasta.
Thanks, mate. How long's this been going then?
This railway,
Yeah.
since 1883,
Hey, wow, fantastic.
is the oldest running electric railway in the world.
Lovely. Thank you for that. I enjoyed that. See you later. Right, what to do? There's a boat. I wonder if I can get a boat back. Right, there's the marina just over there. But is it a nice marina or is it rubbish? I don't think this is going to be very good, is it? I don't think this is going to be a tourist attraction. I'll have a look. I might just get train back, so I've got to go all that way. I'll have a look. I'll look at some photos on my phone. I went in Google and it says, is Brighton Marina worth visiting? And it said, yes, it's a hustly bustly place with bars and restaurants. So I'm going to go and have a look. I've walked bloody miles here. It's it's a lot further than it looked. I think the bit I was maybe looking at might be like the industrial bit. I still don't know how to get there. It said online that it was a vibrant area of bars and restaurants, but it's not. It's like harvesters and, you know, like big chains and everything. I haven't seen a boat yet. But you know when you walk for a long way and then you think I want to turn round, but then you think, yeah, but I might only just be around the corner. It's like a dilemma, isn't it? I bet I've done a mile. From that train. I should have just stayed on it and gone back. Right, what we got? Diving boats. I guess this is a bit better. It's still like bloody Prezzo and Nando's and stuff like that. So there you go, it's a marina. I don't like this area. This is the worst part of Brighton. In fact, I'd go as far as to say I hate it. It's grey and drab, just because there's a bit of scene here. It's all them big corporate, you know, these things with no soul. Look at it. It's just not happening. I just hope I can get out this way, or else I'm going to be very disappointed. I can't get out. I'm going through car park, I don't care. I took an epic detour to look at a bloody Nando's, Georgia Asda and a chuffing car wash. Well, that's another pint I've earned because of that. Don't blame me, I don't make the rules. But I need one to recover. I could have gone in Nando's and had one, but I'm not going to do that. It's just a huge place. Right, I'm heading back. I think I'll get on the train because I've got a ticket. Get on the train and head to the pier, and then we'll walk down pier. I'm tempted, you know. It's so hot. That looks very inviting. So you might be asking, how come when you've got a return train ticket, you're walking about a mile on a really uncomfortable pebble beach? Well, I'll tell you why. There's a reason for it. So where you get off that train, and I'm not lying at all here, check it out on Google Maps, where you get off that train, I went to come back and I was going to be waiting half an hour. So I thought, oh, I'll just have a walk down to the sea and have a walk along, you know, like you do. Soak up the atmosphere and everything. So I did that, and I'm walking along, and I thought, there's no bloke there, and he's not got his underpants on. That's a bit wrong, isn't it? He needs reporting him. And then there were another man with no underpants on. They're always old men, aren't they? Have you noticed? They're never like attractive young ladies. It's always the old men. Then it was a nudist beach. So I'd walked so far, and I thought, I've got to keep going. I'm not turning around and going back, because I'm going to stand out like a right idiot here, aren't I? So that's why, I mean, I'm in safe area now. But I don't think I agree with it, to be honest with you. Not when there's kids and stuff about. And they're always in, I mean, I might be wrong, but they're always in certain positions, aren't they? They've always got to be like spread eagled. So I'm walking even further now because of that oversight on my part. But it's lovely, the sun's shining, those doggies are happy. It's like behind me there's a sauna. There's lots of that stuff around here, there's yoga here. Look. Oh well, that's easy, I could do that. He asked me to join him, but I didn't want to embarrass him with my skills. What do you call it? Parkour. I'm a parkour expert, mate, I'll tell you. Kids like that can spot a GoPro a mile off. I wonder what that was back in the day. Probably just an area where people would sit as they've walked down the promenade. And I'm intrigued by this thing here. I'm glad I've walked past. I'm going to pretend I've done it on purpose, because you can see stuff better. That's like some hobo shack, isn't it? It'll be some eccentric person that's sort of built that, and they probably lived in it, but I reckon they're dead now. But they've left it as a tribute to him. What do you reckon? It's like something you see in Arizona desert, that, isn't it? Do you know, I reckon if you're slightly eccentric, a little bit out there, you don't follow the rules like everybody else does, I reckon you'd come and live here. You'd come and live in Brighton. Look, train's coming. My mate's coming with train. We've got to get a wave. We got one wave. That's what you've got to do, you've got to get a wave. And you can tell the fun people. You know, when I'm walking along front at Bridlington with my daughter and this land train goes past, and she always waves to everybody, and there's that people wave back, but there's always that one or two people that they'll look at it in the eye and they don't wave. And you think, what sort of person is that? It's like the brain can't comprehend it. Ooh, I'm an adult, should I wave at a child? It's, you know. That's what happens when you leave YTS in charge at PA system. Quick, boss has gone out, pump it up. Boss has Tom O'Connor on all day. He like hits of the 50s and stuff like that. But then when he goes for his break, young YTS lad pumps up all ragga music. That's what happens. Could be about 10 quid for a pint. Let's see what they got. So I'm here with all the cool kids and a pint of Pravha. Billy no mates. So this is the view from the bar. Well, the seats are up there, but the best seats were taken. Right. Let's go to the pier. Let's see what's happening on the pier. You don't see that very often, do you? Drummer busker. It's about that time of the evening where we start to think about what we're going to have for his tea. There's always two thoughts going through my head. That's what I'm going to have to drink, what I'm going to eat. Oh, you've got to pay to go in. What's this? Oh, it's £2. We'll do £2. I'll do £2. I thought it might be 20 quid or something daft. Right, we are on the pier. We have paid the £2. Listen to the waves on the pebbles. I love that sound. Oh dear. I hate to see it. Is that a big starling there to scare the... Is it a starling that? It's got no legs. Is that to scare the seagulls off? I bet it is, you know. I've done a bit of jet skiing in my time and it's amazing. I weren't as good as these guys though. Well, the guy in the front. But it just feels like you're going 10 times faster when you're on water. Oh, do you know what? I have this dilemma when I come to places like this now, because my daughter has just discovered the joy of going on rides like that. And guess who has to take her on? Honestly, I don't do good. Oh, I'd be horrible. She'd love it on that though. She'd drag me on it, and I'd be ill for the rest of the day. That looks pretty mental. Ooh. Why do I have to make that sound every time I see a ghost trail? It's expensive, like the rides are £5 a turn. You know, if you come with a couple of kids, you're paying £5 each to take them on a ride. It's me moaning. I'm like grumpy dad. You're not going on that, it's £5. That could buy a pint. Well, it won't even do that now, would it? Look at the price of that. One ball, £3. Who's paying that? No wonder it's empty.
Anybody ready to go, guys? No more.
£3 a ball. I wonder what this would have been back in the day. Maybe a dance hall or an entertainment place. That was my quick look round the pier there. I'm going to head back this way where there were some cool pubs and stuff. I think it was up there. I'm going to have a pint. I've got to think about what I'm going to have for my tea. And then it's going to be an early night back at my dodgy hotel to do some editing.
I can't. Brooksy will do you, mate. I'm going to do Sky TV.
I'm struggling, I'm really towing now, you know. Having to sit in sunshine all day, walking round. How do you sit in sunshine walking round? Say that again. Having to walk around all day and then sit in sunshine and drink beer and stuff. It's taking it out on me. I need a day off. What way did I come in here? Can you see that? I've just looked on my app on my phone and I've done just coming up to 11 mile today, and there'll probably be another couple left. So that's why I'm tired, isn't it? I need to sit down. So that bit of food I've had, that beautiful ham and cheese thing I had, I've burnt that off. And all them beers. I'm just trying to justify it, aren't I? So I'm coming up here. I'll find somewhere to eat. What do you think to that? That looks very interesting. And it says homemade food and daily specials. And there might be a seat outside. If not, I can sit inside. I bet that's the sort of place I'll get a pork pie. I've got a seat outside. I've ordered a Thai green chicken curry with jasmine rice. And I've got a pint of Brixton Atlantic. Look at the view though, that makes it special. But it's actually really cool in there, I quite like it. So I hope the curry's as nice as the interior design, because it was really cool. I just felt a bit daft filming in there though. So there you go, that's my tea. It does look quite good with the jasmine rice. I will simply get my fork. Let's have a look at it. It looks good. I will tuck into that and then I'll give you the verdict when I've eaten it. Right, I've finished. And just as I was eating my tea there, a seagull did its business on my back. I think I've wiped it all off, but that's a nice end to the evening, isn't it? And that's because I've been slagging seagulls off all week. So it's probably been my own fault. That's justice, seagull justice. Anyway, I'm shattered. I'm going to head back to my hotel and do some editing. I'm going to turn the camera off. This is the end of this vlog. It's not been brilliant, has it really, to be honest with you? Not much has happened, but you never know. In the edit, I could possibly make it look good. My thoughts on Brighton, I really like it. I like it a lot. It's quite a cool place. It's eccentric, it's colourful, people are free. like I said earlier, I think I said this, I don't know if I filmed it, but I might have been saying it in my head, but if you're an eccentric person, you know, I was just sat outside a bar or whatever earlier on, and a pirate walked past me. Just a normal, everyday pirate. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it's like in Brighton. It's full of interesting people, and that makes the world an interesting place, doesn't it? So I've really liked it here. I will come back and I will bring Hellibobs, because I bet it could be a good night out. It's lovely on the beach and everything. There's so much to do. So yeah, I recommend it. Anyway, I'm off back to my hotel, and I'll see you in the next vlog, which is, if I do them in the right order, it should be the haunted hotel. And it's actually in a really beautiful place. So I'll see you when I do that. Thanks for watching. All right. See you there.